G'day everybody and welcome back to PetesHQ. I'm your host as always, Pete Oz, and we are in the Pacific Ocean. That can only mean one thing. It is time for some war on the sea. As you remember last episode, we were intercepting a Japanese task force that was trying to come down the slot, and we have driven them off with American air power. And also what we are doing is Florida Islands is nearly ours. Now, I did spot Task Force 30 that has 1,200 troops and 2,000 supply. They are heading for the Florida Islands. So what we're going to do is we're going to change course, and we're going to start the invasion of Malaita. So it has come to that time in the campaign where it's time to end it, I reckon. So we do need Milne Bay. We still need Milne Bay. It's got a in the ascendancy there. As soon as Port Moresby ticks over in our hours, we're going to dump all the troops from Port Moresby into Milne Bay. So we also, do we have any more troops on Guadalcanal? No. We could grab some troops off Florida Islands to reinforce. We do have a fast convoy here of 3 ships, possibly a light cruiser and a couple of destroyers. Now, we are moving our Coast Guard Defense Force, which consists of Benson, San Francisco, Philadelphia, Atlanta, and Indianapolis. They are going to move into here and sort of, they have been sort of patrolling down here, but it's time to move them on. All right, what we're going to do now is we're going to speed up time and bring you guys back in when something exciting happens. Our Avengers have caught up with the Japanese task force. They are just here. We have some Dauntlesses in the area as well. We're going to use them as a bit of a scout. These are the Dauntlesses that participated in the attack last time, and our Avengers are rocket-laden. So we're going to attack some destroyers here. As you can see, they've got their rockets. So I've given them orders to move ahead and also decrease in altitude. Sort of varies between 600 feet and 900 feet. Yeah, I might really floated my boat when I was playing around with the slider, to be honest. So, alright, so we need to make contact again. As you can see here, the weather raining, visibility 30%, so it is complete and utter rubbish. The weather is. Alright, we've made contact again. Those Japanese ships know what's up. So what we're going to do is, alright, number 1, we're going to target number 4, Purple Squadron, number 2, and what else have we got here? No. 2. Right. Misclicking 4 days. We're going to take that out because that's a fairly new destroyer. Now, I'll stick with what we've got. Yeah, I'll stick with what we've got. So we're going to attack from the side because I've been reading your comments and it has been advised to attack destroyers on the side because it's the most damage we can do. Alright, so we've got a yellow squadron here. We're going to probably wait till they hit about here, and then we'll send them in. We're going to attack. Alright, they are moving into position as we speak. You can see them there in the distance. Alright, you guys can attack number 2. A red squadron. We're going to move you a little bit forward. I think I'm going to have you come this way. Alright, you might as well attack now. We're going to ride in with these Avengers here. Torpedo bays are open, but fortunately they are empty. No Mark 14 torpedoes today. Anti-aircraft fire has come up. It's a bit silent. We can't hear it over the rain. Alright, here we go. Rockets away. Devastating hits there on the destroyer. Let's switch over to this one. Devastating hits. Now, if I don't lose 3 destroyers here, I'm going to be rather grumpy. one. She's rolling already. Look at that. That is absolutely fantastic. What we are going to do, though, is we're going to get a single Avenger, and I want you just to come and scout the area, please. You can scout it at 10,000 feet for all I care. I just need eyes on. That is excellent. This one's deck is absolutely awash with flames. How this one isn't sunk yet, I don't know. Most of the rear of the ship is below the waterline. When the waterline, there we go, see? Yeah, those compartments will be well and truly filling up with water as we speak. I can't say it will be long before she succumbs, so we are just going to watch it for a few minutes and see what happens. The klaxon has sounded. We have a confirmation. Another Japanese destroyer is headed for the bottom. So we claimed two. I'm not too sure on the third and whether we're going to claim a third, but I'm relatively happy with two. This one is sinking quite fast. As you can see, there's already half the boat is below the waterline and she's slipping there. There goes the funnel, one of the guns. Right down to the bottom to become another coral reef, along with many of her sister ships. The other destroyer that was hit by rockets managed to get her damage repaired, so she has escaped our clutches for the moment. But as you can see, heavy damage, moderate flooding. Moderate damage, minor flooding, so she was never going to sink. So yes, all right, well, that was Enterprise's Enterprise's Avengers. Wow, what a brain fade that was. All right, what we are going to do, I need more troops. That is honestly what we need. We need more troops, but we just don't have them. Right, Task Force 30's inbound. If we move this C3 freighter and grab the 750 at New Hebrides, at least it's 750. Yeah, it's going to take us 40 hours to get there, but you know, it would be easier just to buy another C3 freighter. Actually, it would take a lot less time. So let's do that. New C. What I want is I don't want a Japanese carrier. Don't need an oiler. Want a merchant ship, please. Give me 2 C3s. Do that. That's 20 supply. We've got bucket loads of supply. We have 100 supply. We are more than fine on supply. So what we're going to do is going to manage cargo. We'll put 750 troops on that one. Put 2,000 supply on you, and we'll run them up. All right, that's 41 hours. That's a lot better than the turnaround of 70 odd hours that it would have been. This concerns me a little bit. But I don't have any aircraft that could intercept it. She's sort of in the middle of no man's land that I can't really do much about. So we're going to keep an eye on her. And then what we'll do is, if we manage to intercept it with something or she comes into range, I'll let you guys know. But for now, we're going to speed up time and see what happens. Dauntlesses from Enterprise have made contact with the Japanese task force that is retreating. So what we are going to do is we are going to make them pay. It's Task Force Squadron 1. What I want you to do is you can... Oh, you are very low, aren't you? I really want to damage that light cruiser again. That's what I want to do. You're there. Yeah, light cruiser. So please. And the third group of Dauntlesses. You know, light cruiser as well. Why not? Right, here we go. This is an absolutely terrible, terrible attack angle. So we're going to rectify it, or at least try and rectify it anyway. Let me get these guys into position, and I will let you guys back in when we have a better bombing angle than what we originally had. All right, one of our Dauntless groups is in the optimum position, so we're giving them orders to attack as the other ones fly into position as well. We might. We'll give you guys attack orders now. We may as well give you guys attack orders. Here we go. Let's watch the Dauntlesses dive in as always. Are we going to hit that destroyer? That's the question. Their anti-aircraft fire has been severely reduced. All right, bombs away, bombs away, bombs away. Some hits, relatively minor damage, I would say. She'll probably have to spend a little bit in port. Here come the other Dauntlesses. They're all after this heavy cruiser, this light cruiser now. All right, here we go. Bombs away. You can see them dropping bombs. Oh, brilliant hits there. Not as good as the follow-up hits, but she does have internal fires, as you can tell there. The smoke is different from the funnel smoke that normally is, so she's in a little bad way. It doesn't look like we've lost a Dauntless. I feel like we should have gone after this one. If I had have known how completely crippled this destroyer was, we would have bombed that one. But it wasn't to be, unfortunately. Yeah. I did just consider bringing them back for a run with guns, but knowing they have a tail gun, it's probably pretty pointless. Yeah, I wonder if she's just going to sink on her own. Fire's broken out on deck of the light cruiser. You can see it there. So we're going to watch him burn, or her burn, for a little while. And I'll bring you guys back in when something happens. The Japanese repair crews managed to get the fire under control, but unfortunately she did not sink. So that is all of our aircraft that we've managed to get up there and get on station. So what we're going to do is we're going to speed up time. I did move Task Force Echo into the slot, so they're just going to hang out. They are just going to hang out there, and hopefully we can intercept a couple more Japanese task forces and have a half reasonable surface engagement before this episode is done. All right, we're having troops heading up to Malaita. Let's just have a quick look at the victory conditions. All right, so take control of Guadalcanal, done. Take control of the Florida Islands, done. Maintain control of Port Moresby, Milne Bay, Rennell Islands, Santa Cruz Islands, and Malaita. So Malaita and Milne Bay are the only two Japanese occupied territories that we have to take. All right, let's speed up time once more and see what the future brings us. It looks like we have a group of Dauntlesses that I have honestly completely forgotten about. We don't want to retreat. I thought this was an encounter with ones that we have already dealt with, but no, these are new Dauntlesses. All right, so let's do this. You guys, target number 4. Just get him off my board. Number 1, we'll punch holes in him again. You may as well. So giving you guys orders to attack right now. So go and get it done, please. I believe these guys are out of Wasp from memory. I'm gonna say Wasp. The manuals and nothing actually tells me, but I do believe they are out of Wasp. Alright, they should be appearing on the horizon momentarily, and there they are. Just there. There are our 2 squadrons. Well, it's technically 3 squadrons, but one has only one plane. So we're going after that crippled destroyer here. We're gonna teach it a lesson. So those Dauntlesses leaving the engagement are the ones from the previous encounter. So anti-aircraft fire is coming up. Let's swap to our brave Dauntless pilots. Hopefully we can sink ourselves another Japanese destroyer. This should be target practice to these guys. If they miss, there is something wrong. So it is a. She is moving. They've gotten the props re-spinning. So a bit of a hit there. Here is our hit on our light cruiser friend. Oh, great hits there. Great hits. She is blaze once more. Hopefully we don't lose any aircraft. We did really no damage on this one. So I don't think she'll sink. And neither will the light cruiser, I don't believe. But what we're going to do is we are going to stick with them for a while and see what happens. Well, we sunk her, but I think she had a bit of help, to be honest. I think that other destroyer had a lot to do with it. So not all credit is to us, because I feel like she wouldn't have sunk if they hadn't have run into it. So we're going to call that a scuttling, I reckon. Even if the game won't, I'm calling it the fact that the Japanese ran another destroyer into it. They've sculled it. Watch the Japanese repair crews struggle with those fires for a good 10 minutes. They were out, then they were reignited, then they were out, and so forth and so forth. So she's got critical damage and heavy flooding, but they have managed to save her. Those guys are a credit, the Japanese repair crews. So I'm confident we have no more aircraft there that I have forgotten about, because it's been a week or so since we recorded the last episode. So now let's Task Force 30 is not far away, so let's speed up time, get them in position, and give the Marines the signal to go. On the cover of darkness on the 18th of October 1942, American cargo ships make landfall at Manila, and Japanese Marines storm the beaches. So let's get our unload cargo, and there we are. The invasion has begun, and they have a decent garrison there actually. So we're in a little bit of trouble. This is nearly cleaned up. So we're going to bring Task Force 30. We're going to bring it just here, so that way they can't get any more ships through, although they probably could down this way, couldn't they? Yeah, taking Task Force Echo away from here is a big gamble. But we now have troops on every single island that we need to. We're racing in 750 more Marines to Malaita. And hopefully they get there in time, because as you can see, we're actually outnumbered, which is a little bit of surprise. Guadalcanal has no troops that they can reinforce with. Port Moresby, that needs to finish sooner rather than later. That way we can reinforce the garrison on Milne Bay. Not the garrison, sorry, the attacking force there. So it is basically 10 to 5 in the morning. Troops have just landed, so we are going to speed up time and see if we can get into a bit more trouble. I said it, and it's like I summoned it. This is literally what I was worried about. So what we're going to do is we're going to move Task Force Echo right back down, the 8 hours steam time ahead. And hopefully that is enough to persuade this task force. This task force is coming in. So 3 destroyers and 3 destroyer escorts by the sounds of it. So what we're going to do is we're going to load up some Avengers with rockets, and they can go straight in now. These guys will be absolutely loaded with troops. Enterprise, we need aircraft. And we're going to take Avengers. I'll give them some more rockets. We're going to do more damage with rockets than we are with anything else. So Wasp, your air crews are called upon once more. You guys can take rockets as well. All right, let's get air crews into the air. Let's take these guys out. All right, we're going to get planes in the air, and we'll bring you back in when the action starts. First up is the Cactus Air Force. Let's see what we have. All right, we have... It is just destroyers. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. All right. What we're going to do is we're going to target... We're going to target number 1, because that one looks possibly like a modern-ish destroyer. 1 and 3 are our targets. So let's get 1 and let's get 3 targeted. These guys are here, so they may as well turn in and attack. They may as well attack right now, to be honest. Let's go. Let's get it done. And of course, I've got to cycle down to the deck. Normally, I like to flick the altitude slider so we don't have this spin down. But that's all right. It gives the time for this task group here to continue steaming ahead, and gives us a little bit better of an angle, I reckon. So task force. You can guarantee these guys have troops and supply on them, and the Japanese are pulling out all the stops now that we've landed on all the objectives. It's essentially a go time now. Here we go. Planes are now coming in. You can see the ships just there in the distance. It is fairly early. Let's see if we can get the time. No, we can't. But sun's risen. So these guys came through at... Oh, there it is in the corner there. It's 7 in the morning. Yeah, these guys came in at night under cover of darkness, so that's why we've moved the, I think, Task Force Echo back into position to hopefully stop this from happening again. Alright, so first round of rockets is coming in. There are our Avengers there. So it is 1 and 3 that we are looking at hitting. Fingers crossed we get some Japanese kills. We still have some more planes to bring in. We do have our ships streaming in. I don't really want to attack destroyers with a surface fleet if I can avoid it, because I mean, look at all those torpedoes. I don't want any long-range torpedoes sinking any ships anymore. That's how we don't want it. Rockets in. Those are some decent rocket hits. Wow, that was even better there. That is absolutely fantastic. I nailed that destroyer. All right, get out of there, boys. Now, if he doesn't sink, I will be extremely surprised. Oh, they're both looking much worse for wear here. It's a fairly rough sea state, but let's watch them and see what happens as our Avengers fly off in the distance. Unfortunately, those destroyers did manage to survive. One has critical damage and heavy flooding, the other heavy damage and heavy flooding. But that was here. We have more aircraft coming in. We're going to RTB these back to Guadalcanal. Hopefully we can launch for the 2 hours. So what we might do is we might just give them a little bit of a... They can sit there over Guadalcanal while we get our other flights into action. Can't launch any more aircraft from either our base at Guadalcanal or our aircraft carriers. But that is unfortunately where we are going to leave it for today. A little bit of action, a bit of a sneaky one by the Japanese. I did unfortunately predict it. Didn't know it was going to happen, but felt like if it was a now or never thing, and I'm kind of glad they have no big capital ships left. Otherwise, I think we'd be in trouble. We could move Task Force Bravo into position with the Massachusetts, but as I said, I don't want to be having any ships sunk by Japanese long lance torpedoes. I am considering getting another aircraft carrier just to have a third one in the area, so we have a little bit more firepower when it comes to aircraft. Let me know on that one whether we should get another aircraft carrier or not. Now, thank you everyone for watching, and honestly, if you're not a subscriber and you've gotten this far, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button, and I will see everybody on the next video. Bye for now.